I'm so distracted by this freaking crowd now because they're distracted by something, and I don't know what's going on here. Alright, Twitter, what do we got? Alright, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today we're gathered here for more Friday Night Smackdown reaction goodness. So this week on Smackdown, they only advertised one match, which I thought was kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense, which was the World Cup final between Ricochet and Santos Escobar. And that's pretty much all we know going into this thing. So we're going to see what the fallout from Survivor Series was like. If you didn't catch my reaction video to Survivor Series WarGames, we got that uploaded as well. But that's pretty much all we got for this week so far. So on that note, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. And let's go ahead and react to Friday Night Smackdown. Shall we? I think so. Aw, they're making tonight Sammy's night. I wonder how that long's gonna last. I just sound like a skeptical piece of crap. It does have a good ring to it, Sami Uso. I'm kinda here for it. I wonder if we're gonna get like an actual name change and everything. Y'all should have heard the crowd pop for Sami when his music came out, like, when the show was opening. Oh my god. Yes, he's feeling very oozy. Oh my god, they got like a high five going on. A lot of people were like asking about Solo Sikoa and thinking that he was going to be the person to turn on everybody. And I'm like, give it a little bit of time, people. Like, he's technically the enforcer of the group. Alright, here we go. We got Sheamus versus Sami Zayn. Oh boy, everybody's outside the ring. Oh no. Wait, Michael Cole, you can't just leave us at commercial like this. He just started talking about, like, the next title defense for somebody. Alrighty, so we're back from the break, and we're finally back inside the ring. Love that. Okay, so they're talking about the tag team titles. Okay, that makes sense. Because, like, Michael Cole, before the commercial, he was, like, going on about a title match, and I'm like, I don't know what this dude's going on about. Oh, nice counter from Sheamus, powering through that. We don't deserve you, Sami, we really don't. Love how they got the camera angle where he got caught. That's right, Michael Cole, you list off those accolades for Sheamus. See, look at Butch on the outside of the ring. He's, like, helping out Sheamus. He was, like, pointing at everything to make sure that he caught him. See, that's a great tag team partner. Get you a tag team partner like Butch. It's the little details for me. Alright, you go, Sami. Go take out Sheamus. I love how I'm not picking a side in this whole match. Alright, well that's definitely a way to go to the next commercial break. Ooh, okay, we're back from the break, and I guess we got Sami, he got caught on the top rope. At least we got something, at least we came back from the break to something kind of interesting here. Oh man, that's gotta be it. That was not it. He just, like, kicked him, like, right in midair just like that. Well, I mean, not kick, but a knee, but you get the idea. You get what we were going for. Yes, the Panini cards are back at the bottom of the screen. Y'all, and to think that this is only the first match, that's what gets me. I'm like, alright, what do we got up our sleeve here tonight other than the World Cup thing? Traditional white noise! Hey Cole, can you explain what the non-traditional white noise is? If anyone knows what a non-traditional white noise is versus a traditional white noise, please let me know in the comments, because I have no idea about any of this stuff. At least I own up to it, though. I'm just saying, I'm not a trained professional athlete of any capacity. I think the better question is, like, who are we supposed to cheer for and boo for in this match? Because everybody loves Sheamus and everybody loves Sami, so I don't know. The Usos are just, like, going up to the ring ropes and everything. They're just like, what do you mean that wasn't a 3 count? I don't know why I found that funny, but I did. I think it was just because it was, like, kind of relatable. Oh, there goes Solo. Look at Solo clearing house outside the ring. We're proud of you, Solo. Oh, Jay helped Sami. Look at Sami picking up a huge win. Thanks to Jay's super kick. This was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I can't complain one bit about it. It was a solid enough opener, and I just genuinely had fun watching this first row. Oh my god, it didn't even feel like a half an hour. Alright, well, we're getting to Kofi Kingston right here, and he said that he is the first person to enter the Royal Rumble match. I mean, you kinda can bet against Ricochet, Kofi, but... Okay, we're continuing this little thread here with Kofi and Xavier and Imperium. Okay, I'm kinda down for it. Again, this is a matchup I didn't know that I needed, but it's a match that we're getting. He's asking all the real questions, like, where did he come from? That sounds about right. Oh god, here we go. Not everybody has manners Yeah, that's their food source. Where are we going with this, Bray? Why are we talking about snakes and rats? I think we kind of pieced that together, that he wasn't the one that took out LA Knight, because remember how there was like the screens for several weeks and that sort of thing? Are we finally gonna get some more lore on Uncle Howdy? Did he just say what I thought he just said? Hang on a second, we're rewinding this. We don't do this too often, but we need to. He didn't, but did he just say that he didn't hurt him and then said that he did hurt him? 'Cause I'm getting confused. So he just literally said he was going to take out LA Knight Thanos style and just make him disappear. I'm concerned now. I'm very concerned. They just announced on commentary that Ronda Rousey wasn't there because she's handling PR after her big win. If she's Ronda Rousey, then why is she doing all of her own PR? Like, couldn't she hire somebody to do her PR for her? I'm not saying that a champion has to be there every single week, like at least, regularly, I would say, to make sure that, they're showing the title and all that. But, like, you are trying to get me to believe that Ronda Rousey can't hire somebody to handle her own PR for her. Like, what? What a freaking joke, man. What a joke. Alright, we're backstage here with Emma and Madcap Moss. You can do it, Emma. We believe in you. Although it's Shayna Baszler, so I don't know. I don't know. You tell her, Madcap. You tell her. She is a trailblazer for WWE and stuff. Wait, did she just call him Riddick? I caught that. I guess they're apparently a thing IRL, but I'm also kind of here for them being a thing on television, too. Like, that whole conversation actually felt natural, and we're here for that. We like an organic conversation. And quite honestly, we could all use a pep talk every now and then, even if that pep talk has to be with ourselves. Alright, this should be pretty good. I mean, Shayna's probably going to pick up the win, but I'm interested to see how this match goes. I wonder if they're going to bring in the whole, like, Karrion Kross and Scarlet stuff into this too while we're at it, since Ronda's not there. See, I like how Michael Cole is giving a lot of backstory and really hyping up the women. Giving them a little bit of a reason, giving us a little bit more of a reason to, like, separate them a little bit more and, give us some more information about them. We appreciate the little things around here. Oh, nice neck breaker. I love Emma's gear, by the way. Well, yeah, Baszler's quite smart. I think that's an understandable L for Emma, to be completely honest. Because, I mean, they're trying to rebuild up Shayna Baszler. We're here for the Shayna Baszler redemption arc. I just want Shayna to go through everybody. Oh no, she's going after her hand now. Okay, so we're revisiting Shotzi and Shayna Baszler. Okay, that's reasonable. I mean, if Ronda's not going to be on screen, this makes a little bit of sense. I'm here for it. Again, like I just said, like, just have Shayna just go through everybody. I don't care which show, just have her go through everybody at this point. That would be great. Okay, so this is the third person that Shayna's going to have to take out. Well, yeah, because that's just the logical thing to do. If I see 3 people in the ring, I'm not sticking around in there. I also like this little trio we got going on with Raquel and Shotzi and Emma. I'm kind of here for that energy. Then it does beg the question, because you have, like, Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, then who would be their third person to sort of, even up the odds a little bit in that situation? But either way, I'm interested to see where all this is going to go. See, this is a sign of improvement here. We're finally getting, like, interviews and some kind of characters, like, trying to be built up here. You have Ricochet, who's, like, at a gym, and he's talking about how much this Intercontinental Championship would mean to him, and all that stuff. But is his character just, like, being really athletic? I don't know. I wish they would have tapped into something else, because earlier in the night, they had, like, Legado del Fantasma, like, sitting in, like, a room and stuff like that, talking about everything. And it was very distinguishable, and I think it really added to, like, their overall characters. Because, I mean, like, that's just sort of what they've been doing is, like, they sit in a room and they, like, talk and all that stuff, right? And then we just had the little package or ad or something. I couldn't tell if it was a package or a commercial. They said it was sponsored by the Department of Defense, I think. And it had Lacey Evans as, like, a military sort of, going back to her military roots and that sort of thing. But I'm thinking, like, was this, unless if they're trying to make her, like, a huge, like, good guy or something, I don't know how that's gonna work. But at least they're trying to distinguish people a little bit. Again, I'm one of those people that needs to see where things go. I like to give things a little bit of time before I make a final call, unless if it's really freaking stupid. Or really brilliant. It could go either way. But I figured I'd lump all those little packages in there while we were at it. And we're at a match right now, speaking of going at it. Alright, so we got Kofi versus Gunther. I'm excited for this. This should be good. I'm betting Braun Strowman's gonna get involved in this mess somehow. Oh, God. Oh, poor Kofi. Wade Barrett, I think that's understandable. It feels like this World Cup just never ends. I'm like, wait, wasn't this thing going on like a week or two ago? Like, how long is this World Cup? I'm curious now. Okay, it says here the 2022 World Cup is scheduled to take place November 21st to December 18th, at just 28 days long? Oh, so this is one of the shortest tournaments. You're telling me that 4 weeks is short? Y'all, I'm blown away. Yeah, that makes sense to capitalize on this. Oh, there comes Braun! Okay, so we had a distraction. And Braun's back out with the same outfit that he's worn for the past, like, so many freaking weeks. I swear to God. Yeah, but why does Braun have closer proximity to Gunther than, like, either one of the two that are in the finals? It makes it look like he just, like, jumped right in front of the line. Like, that's not how these things work, Braun. At least we can now say that his outfit's pretty festive, now that we're into December. So what's the point of this tournament if Kofi wins and he gets an opportunity and we got Braun running around here losing a tournament and possibly getting an opportunity? I don't know, nothing's making any sense. So I have a stupid question. Where did Braun go? Like, did he just disappear randomly or what happened? Wait, Barrett, have you been watching Gunther as much as we have, or just saw that? I think he's more than capable of doing everything on his own. It's just that we like our little trio of Imperium. Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with having standards. Like, we should have some standards. That's what I'm saying. Where is any weakness? That's it. What's going on with these replays? They just started doing the one replay with the power bomb, and then we had the drop kick, and now we're back to the power bomb. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that to be the ending, but I can't be mad at that. But, like, I'm guessing, like, they're having all these people going after Gunther because Roman's not around for a little while again, and so that's, you know, the top prize while Roman's not around. See, that's what I'm saying. Let Solo do his job. He's the enforcer of the group. That's what I'm saying, Jimmy. Jay is suddenly okay with it. But I mean, like, I guess going through WarGames, that would change your perception on somebody. See, even Jay's mentioning WarGames, like, hey, they won the match and Sami did the thing. Wait, what? Sheamus is going after the Usos now. Yeah, where is Drew? Did Drew take a smoke break this week? I'm okay with everybody taking a week off here and there. Like, we all need a little bit of time to recharge every now and then. So it sounds like they're setting it up for Drew and Sheamus versus the Usos now. Because they do technically have a win over them because that was the WarGames advantage match. So shouldn't that kind of make them the number one contenders by default? I would think, based on the logic we're getting here tonight, right? Say what you will, but hey, Damage Control's putting in the work here, alright? Like, they're showing up on multiple shows a week again, and I'm like, okay, I can't be mad at that. I like all three of them, so I'm just still trying to figure out, like, the unit. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, we have all these different groups that kind of, like, separate and, you know, they're distinguishable from each other, I would say, for the most part, right? But I just don't understand, like, what Damage Control's sort of character is. And we've been at this for 3 months, so I've given it plenty of time. She just went after somebody's hat. Oh dear God, that match was that long? I don't even think I want to know. Like, I would just not be able to move for like 3 weeks after that. Okay, we got Liv out here now, alright? Liv, there are a multitude of problems going on SmackDown's women's division. To no fault to anybody's, it's just a mess right now. But I mean, at least we're getting some kind of direction for everybody, but I want to know who's going to go and help out Liv. Oh, okay! I love Tegan's hair, by the way. I don't recognize her at all, but I'm kind of here for it. It's a different look for her, and you know what? It's going to take a little bit of an adjustment period, but I'm down. I like this little partnership that we're getting with Liv and Tegan Nox. It's different, it's interesting, and I'm here for it. And it makes sense. And again, I'm going to just keep saying this, but I'm not a fan of everybody belonging to some kind of a group. Alliances, sure, but maybe not so much a group. So I'm thinking that, like, this is where it's going. It's more of an alliance, maybe a temporary tag team, because the women's tag division needs a little bit of a... They need some tag teams, too. But who knows where anything's going to go at this point. But we got Tegan Nox back, so we're going to have to see how this turns out. I'm interested to see this Liv Morgan and Tegan Nox team. Alright, we got more spooky looking things here with Kross. Alright, very reminiscent of the NXT segments, which is nice. I swear to God, they better give us Kross versus Moss 3. Oh, okay, wait, we have a Rey Mysterio card. So wait, are we getting Kross versus Mysterio then? Okay, that's something that I didn't see coming, and I'm kind of here for it. Alright, so it looks like we're getting Kross versus Rey Mysterio. I'm not sure why, because I missed part of the segment because I had to put my stuff in the dryer. But I'm down for it. I want to see the match. I want to see what happens there. I want to see what Rey Mysterio has to say. I want to see what happens. So wait, we're going from lighthearted Kurt Angle birthday celebration to Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt, some American Horror Story-esque sort of promo segment thing. Was this the same one that we got last week, or am I just seeing things? Everything's starting to bleed together. I don't like how we're zooming in on the eyeballs like that. I'm concerned. I want to know what the next development's going to be like for that whole feud with Bray and LA Knight now. Like, we need answers. We just need answers at this point. And we need to know more about Uncle Howdy, and I want to see what happens. I know we're getting a slow burn to it, but we need answers. I'm curious now. Has he always been introduced from Las Vegas? Because he's usually introduced from Paducah, Kentucky. I missed something somewhere. Alright, we're getting like a good 20 minutes between these two. Love that. Okay. As someone that's always enjoyed watching both of these two, I'm just so happy that they get to have the main event of SmackDown. Yeah, but what was Ricochet up to between June and, like, November? Like, he had a good, like, 4 or 5 months there to, like, try to get the Intercontinental Championship back, unless if I missed something, which is, that's bound to happen. Oh boy, this is gonna be a very fast-moving match, but, like, not in a bad way. Yeah, but, like, does Ricochet have anybody to kind of back him up in this case? I mean, he was loosely aligned with Braun for, like, last week, but Braun's too busy going after Gunther. Oh, there goes the distraction. I mean, hey, that's one way to make it, even Steven right away. Well, that answers my question of, like, how Ricochet was going to handle this sort of situation, and, well, it's sort of... It worked itself out. I can just see it right now in the comments. Christina, just watch the show. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here watching my stories. What's going on in the crowd? I'm so distracted by this freaking crowd now because they're distracted by something. And I don't know what's going on here. Alright, Twitter, what do we got? Like, everybody's looking over at something, and I don't know what they're looking out for, and I just don't understand anything. Okay, I guess we're back to another commercial break. How many commercial breaks are we gonna get in this match? Because I think this is at least the second or third one, maybe. Alright, hopefully we can now concentrate on the match, because the first part of the match, we had, like, everybody getting thrown out. The second part of the match, oh boy, my hair's a wreck. Second part of the match, the crowd was distracted, and I was distracted by the crowd being distracted by something seemingly in the crowd. Twitter's still confused as to what's going on. I checked during the break. This might have to be a follow-up thing for next week, because I just want to know what they were distracted by. Alright, Escobar's back up onto his feet. No kidding, they're both on fumes. Oh, Ricochet just, like, landed right on the barricade. And Escobar's on the barricade now. Okay, that was cool. I'm like, if there's two people that could probably get the crowd back into this somehow, someway, it's gotta be these two. Where'd the sound go? Okay, this is like the second or third week in a row now. Like, where it's like the end of the show and the audio takes a smoke break. These poor guys can't catch a break in any one of these parts of their match. Oh, I guess apparently it wasn't a sound issue. It was WWE muting profanity. At least the crowd's kind of getting back into the match here and there. Here we go. Ricochet's going for something big here. Oh, but Escobar got the knees up. Oh, into the sneaky pin. Yeah, but did he, or was it just like instincts? Oh, Ricochet with the beautiful counter into the pin. Dude, I have no idea how much Ricochet has left in the tank, or Escobar for that matter. They've been at this for like a while. It's only the SmackDown World Cup Finals match. That's it, y'all. That's it. Alright, we got a little bit of a Ricochet redemption arc on our hands, too. Alright, I'm down. These two crushed it. They somehow got this crowd back into the match and, won them over completely, I think. And that is talent right there. That's when you know that you've got two people that you just would want to keep on your roster. Can we just get Ricochet carrying around this cup now? Because that'd be great. Look at him getting all the pyro on top of that. Okay, I like this visual where, like, Ricochet is just beyond happy to get this World Cup. And, like, yeah, the pyro and everything, and he's just, like, staring down at the cup, and then, well, the music hits. Alright, so it sounds like December 16th we are getting Gunther versus Ricochet for that Intercontinental Championship. Alright, so I'm going to keep this short, sweet, to the point with our final thoughts for the week. You could tell that this was really kind of like a week where we had to, like, start to, like, build things up a little bit. Particularly with the women's division, we got several different segments with those. They abandoned ship with the Moss and Kross situation with Karrion Kross and Rey Mysterio being set up. Again, it's like one of those things where it's like I didn't know that I needed it until now, but I guess if they're trying to make Karrion Kross more into like one of their top bad guys possibly, then who better than to go after than Rey Mysterio, as if he hasn't had a rough enough year as it is. Poor Rey Mysterio. But I think the women's division's finally starting to get some kind of, at least direction, which is great. I like how we're starting to focus more on like building the characters a little bit more. It's nice to see Tegan Knox back. Hopefully she stays healthy and, and injury free. Because, we know the history with the, her injuries and that sort of thing. And I just want her to, get the fair shake that she's always deserved, in my opinion. But I think it'll be cool to see her and Liv team up. I'm excited to see where that goes. I want to know maybe who that third person's going to be. Like, I'm going to guess it's probably Becky based off of what we saw Monday night. So that's a little trio that I'm excited and looking forward to. It's a little fresh, but it's also revisiting some of that history a little bit. The Intercontinental Championship situation, it's messy, but I'm like, okay, well, everybody's gunning for that Intercontinental Championship because Roman's gone again for a little bit, right? So that makes sense to me. The main event was great, although the crowd really distracted me from it because they were distracted by something in the crowd. Yeah, I think overall, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things that are starting to get set up. So this was very much a transition-y episode. This kind of felt like that to me, where you're kind of like, in between the major arcs for like a couple of episodes, but it's still there to kind of set things up a little bit. I think this was the case for us because we're starting to set things up heading into the next Premium Live event, which is not for another 2 months, which is Royal Rumble. So I'm like, okay, at least we got several weeks to build up to this thing. So there's that. Anyway, around, I overall enjoyed the show for the most part. Again, like the matches, they were, serviceable at least. We had some character development. We had some new stories get introduced. So I think that's, moving in the right direction for sure. So let me know what you all thought about this week's SmackDown down in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you get notifications around here and that sort of thing. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.